Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 10 from exercise 4.1 and this question belongs from 11th class maths. Here we are given a mathematical statement and this mathematical statement we have to prove by principle of mathematical induction for all the natural numbers. So principle of mathematical induction mainly based on three steps that I am writing here. The first step is, first we are going to assume that the mathematical statement is Pn, and in first step for n equal to 1 we have to prove that P1 is true, and in second step we are going to assume that for n equal to k, Pk is true, and in third step we have to bring Pk plus 1 is true when Pk is true. So on these three steps we have to solve the question. So what is the first thing? We are going to assume the mathematical statement as Pn, and in first step for n equal to 1 we are going to prove that P1 is true, and in second step for n equal to k we have to assume that Pk statement is true. This you not have to prove. This is our assumption that Pk statement is true. And in third step, by keeping Pk statement, by using Pk statement, we have to bring Pk plus 1 is true. So if you are able to satisfy these three conditions, then we can say that this given mathematical statement is true for all natural numbers. So we have to start. The first thing I am going to assume the given mathematical statement as Pn. So here statement Pn is defined as, so I am going to define Pn statement. So Pn statement is defined as whatever be the mathematical statement that you just write down. 2.5 is 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1 upon 5.8 plus 1 upon 8.11, and it's extended up to 1 divided by bracket 3n minus 1, then again another bracket 3n plus 2 and equal to n upon 6n plus 4. So we defined the given mathematical statement as Pn. Now the first step I am to do. So step first on substituting n equal to 1 in left hand side of statement Pn. So we are going to get left hand side of, so instead of n we have to write down 1, so it's going to be P1 statement. So students, instead of n I wrote 1. So when I am going to write here 1, that time we have to take only the first term. So it's going to be 1 upon 2.5 means 2 multiplied by 5, that is 2 5s are 10. So left hand side is this. Now similarly from right hand side of Pn we get, so in right hand side what you have in right hand side, n upon 6n plus 4. So instead of n we have to replace here 1. So we will get right hand side of P1 is equal to, so instead of n we have to write down 1, so 1, then 6 multiplied by 1 plus 4, that will give us 1 upon 6 plus 4, that is 1 upon 10. So what we obtained is left hand side of P1 is same with the right hand side of P1. So we can write here, thus for n equal to 1, Pn statement is true. Now we'll prove for the second condition. So in second condition we have to assume that for n equal to k, the given statement is true. That we'll write down in step second. Let for n equal to k statement pk is true where k is any positive integer. So first I am writing Pn statement. From the question I am writing the line. Pn statement is 1 upon 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1 upon 5 multiplied by 8 plus 1 upon 8 multiplied by 11 plus it's extended up to 1 divided by bracket 3n minus 1, then bracket 3n plus 2 is equal to n upon 6n plus 4. So this is our Pn statement. So Pk statement is going to be, wherever n is there we have to replace it by k. So it's going to be 1 upon 2 multiplied by 5, same as it is, going to write down 5 plus 1 upon 8 multiplied by 11 plus it's extended up to 1 divided by 3k minus 1, then bracket 3k plus 2 is equal to k upon 6k plus 4. So students, what I have done, I hope it's clear to you. First I wrote the question as it is, that is our Pn statement, and wherever n is there I replace the n by k, and we assume that this pk statement is true. We don't have to prove it. Now in step third, with the help of this pk statement, we are going to bring pk plus 1 is true. So first I am going to assume this as equation 1 because I will use it in the third step, that's why. So I am going to assume this as equation 1. Now we will start the step third. We will write down here. Now we have to prove pk plus 1 statement is true whenever pk statement is true. So first I am going to write down the pk statement. So this statement I am going to write down. Then with the help of this I am going to bring pk plus 1 is true. So it's going to be like this. So from which equation we are to write here? From equation 1. So I will mention here from equation 1 we have. So I am writing here equation 1, that is 1 upon 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1 upon 5 multiplied by 8 plus 1 upon 8 multiplied by 11 plus it's extended up to 1 divided by 3k minus 1, then 3k plus 2 is equal to k divided by 6k plus 4. Now we will write here. Now since from this statement we need k plus 1 statement, so here instead of k we will write down here k plus 1. So that term, whatever term we have to get, that we have to add in both the sides. So we will write here like this. We have to write down on adding 1 divided by big bracket 3 small bracket k plus 1 minus 1 then big bracket 3k plus 1 plus 2 in both sides we get. So what I have done is, since we want to convert this pk statement to pk plus 1, so you just see when we have here k, that time it is ending by k, so now we want that it should end by k plus 1, so wherever k is there, that we have to replace by k plus 1. That's why instead of this bracket I wrote here 3k plus 1. So instead of this k only I wrote here k plus 1, and instead of this k also I wrote here k plus 1. So this term we will add in the left side also and in the right side also, so that the equation will be balanced. So in next step I am going to add this term in the left side and right side. I hope it's clear that why I am using this term only, to get one extra term, one more term after this. So it's ending by k, so next term is going to be k plus 1. That's why I wrote here. So it's going to be like this. So after doing this term will convert to pk plus 1. So the statement is going to be pk plus 1. So here till here it's going to become as it is, and after this we'll write down this term. So I'm writing here, that is 1 upon 2 multiplied by 5 plus 1 upon 5 multiplied by 8 plus 1 upon 8 multiplied by 11 plus it's extended up to 1 divided by 3k minus 1 and 3k plus 2. Now in this we have to add additionally big bracket 3k plus 1 minus 1 and 3k plus 1 plus 2. Now this is our left hand side. This is our left hand side of this equation. Now in right side also we have to add the same term. So that will give us after equal to k divided by 6k plus 4 as it is, and in right side also we'll add this. So it's going to be 3 bracket k plus 1 minus 1, and in big bracket again 3k plus 1 plus 2 big bracket close. Now we have to simplify the right hand side only. We don't have to do anything in the left hand side. So in right hand side first I am going to simplify this, and this time I am keeping as it is, and here also we can note that we can take here 2 common. So I am going to take 2 common, and here I am going to open the small brackets. So the next step is going to be, so whatever is there, the changes we are going to do in right side only, left side we have to keep as it is. So 2 I am taking common, so we are remained with 3k plus 2 plus, and here I am going to open only the small brackets, so that is going to give me 3k plus 3 minus 1 and then 3k plus 3 plus 2. So I hope it's clear to you. What I had done, I opened the small bracket, so 3k plus 3 I obtained here, and here I obtained 3k plus 3 again, and plus 2 and minus 1 as it is, and from these 2 terms I took 2 common. So here 3k remains and here 2 remains. Now in next step further I am going to simplify them, so that will give us k divided by 2 bracket 3k plus 2 then plus 1 whole divided by 3k plus 2 and 3k plus 5. Now we have to take the LCM to add them. So when we will add them, we need to take the LCM. So LCM is going to be 3k plus 2 and 3k plus 5. I hope it's clear to you. So what I have done is I solved this bracket. So plus 3 minus 1 is plus 2 and 3 plus 2 is plus 5, and then there are 2 terms which we have to add. So to add them we have to take the LCM of the denominator. So when we'll take the LCM of the denominator, all different terms is write down. So 2 and this bracket, both brackets are same, so only once you just write down, and this bracket is different, so write down it also. So like this I took the LCM. Now what we have to do, after taking LCM, this LCM we have to divide by the denominator. So this 2 and bracket will cancel, we are remain with only 3k plus 5. So it will multiply by k. So we'll get here k bracket 3k plus 5 plus, and here when we'll divide the LCM by the denominator of second fraction, we'll get only 1 multiplied by 2. So this is very simple concept which we had done in the small classes. So these two brackets will cancel by these two brackets, so we are remain with 2, so 2 multiplied by 1. Now this we have to solve. So when we'll open it, we are going to get a quadratic equation. So we'll get here 2 as it is, then 3k plus 2 as it is, 3k plus 5 also as it is, and here just open the bracket. So you will get here in the numerator 3k square plus 5k plus 5k plus 2. Now you just factorize it, because students when we will factorize, then only the brackets will get cancelled. So we have to factorize the numerator, keep the denominator as it is, that is 3k plus 2 as it is, and 3k plus 5 also as it is. So here when we factorize, split the middle term by like this 3k plus 2k plus 2. And factorization you already know, in 10th class you had already studied it, so I hope you knew it. Now we'll keep the denominator again as it is 2 bracket 3k plus 2, and then again 3k plus 5 as it is, and here just take 3k common, so you are remain with 3k common, so here you are remain with k plus 1, and here just take 2 common, so you are remain with k plus 1. So students, what I have done is, first this 5k I split it as 3k plus 2, and from first term and second term 3k we can take common, so here k remains and here 1 remains. From 2k plus 2 I took 2 common. Now again from these two terms k plus 1 bracket is common, so we will take it out. So that will give us, keep the denominator again as it is 3k plus 2 and 3k plus 5 as it is, and when we will take k plus 1 common, and here we are remain with 3k plus 2. So this 3k plus 2 bracket will cancel by 3k plus 2, and in down just open it, so you will get here k plus 1 bracket k plus 1, and down when you will open it, you will get here 6k plus 10. So how I got here, this 2 multiplied by 3k is 6k and 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. Now students, the right side we have to bring in the form of, first I am writing the right hand side of Pn statement, which I am writing from the question. Students, you can see your question. The right hand side of Pn statement is n upon 6n plus 4. You can check in the question. So when you have n here, that time here also n and here also n. So if you are going to have k plus 1, then it should end by k plus 1 in the numerator and 6 k plus 1 and plus 4. So I hope it's clear to you. When the statement is Pn, that time the right hand side of Pn statement which is given in the question is n upon 6n plus 4. So wherever n is there, we need k plus 1. So the right side of our question should also come in the form of k plus 1. Then in denominator 6 bracket k plus 1 plus 4. So this we will convert in this format. So numerator just check, numerator is already matching as it is, so no need to do any changes in the numerator, but in the denominator it's not in the same format which we desired. So this 10 you just split as, because we have constant 4, so this 10 you just split as 6 plus 4. So the next step is going to be numerator k plus 1 as it is, and the denominator 6k as it is, and split this 10 as 6 plus 4. And now just take 6 common from these two terms, that will give us this answer. So I am going to write here numerator as it is, and from the denominator I am taking 6 common, so I remain with k plus 1 plus 2. So that is our desired answer. So successfully we converted the k plus 1, the statement pk plus 1 to the desired answer. So we can say that pk plus 1 statement is true. So the last answer statement, conclusory statements we have to write down. That is, thus statement pk plus 1 is true when pk is true. So all three conditions satisfied. So we'll write down here. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, statement Pn is true for all natural numbers, for all n belongs to the natural number. So this question is proved, so hence true. So I hope this question is clear to you. So mainly there are 3 steps, students. First step is you have to bring for n equal to 1, the statement is true. Then in second step you have to assume that the statement is true for k, that k is any natural number, or you can write down it's a positive number, meaning is remains same. And in third step where you have to work a lot, that you have to bring pk plus 1 is true when pk is true. So it's not so tough, simply you just right hand side you just solve by taking LCM and common other things, and then after reaching to the last step you have to convert in the same format of the right hand side of the given equation. And if you are able to successfully convert it, then we can say that the statement of pk plus 1 is true for pk. So I hope this question is clear to you. Further you have any doubt, you can write in comments so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.